Happy birthday, Taylor Swift. Welcome to Hits Differently. I'm Molly, and today I'm going to get you caught up on all the things that have happened since the Eras Tour ended just a few days ago. We're going to call it a take-up, if you will. There's so much to talk about today. Taylor posted on Instagram after the final shows in Vancouver. Then she visited a children's hospital in Kansas City. There are so many sweet stories that have come out of that. She won a bunch of Billboard awards, and Taylor Nation posted something new to their site today. Before we get into all of that, though, I want to know how you are all feeling, because me and Ryan, we've been going through it a little bit. We were so tired after staying up all night to watch the shows last weekend. We've just been trying to recharge and recover, but we are so sad that the Eras Tour is over, and I'm sure that you are all feeling the same way. We've been going back and watching some of our concert footage from when we got to be there in person and just reliving those moments. And I know a lot of you have actually joined our Patreon in the last week, and you're starting to go back and watch some of the old recaps of the Eras Tour shows that we have posted there. And thank you to everyone who's joined the Patreon so far. We got so much support when we had to make that change last week. If you're wondering what happened or you want some more info on it, I'll link to the video we did explaining why we had to move all of our Eras Tour recaps over to Patreon. That'll be linked to in the description of this episode. But we seriously just can't say thank you enough to those of you who followed us on Patreon, to those of you who have subscribed to this channel. Maybe you haven't subscribed to our channel yet here on YouTube, and if you haven't, go ahead and click that button right now. It really does help us so much so that our content can reach more Swifties just like you. Okay, since we last caught up, Taylor made her farewell to the Eras Tour post. She captioned it, "It was rare. I was there. I remember it." Iconic lyrics from All Too Well, and how fitting that she chose to use those lyrics from a song that she gave us a 10-minute version of simply because the fans wanted it so badly. When you run the numbers, Taylor spent over a full day performing 10-minute All Too Well just on the Eras Tour. Some fans seem to be a little surprised that she didn't write out like a paragraph as she has been doing for every city throughout the whole Eras Tour, but how could you even put it into words what it means for this tour to come to an end? I doubt that she can even do that right now. It actually also reminded me that at the end of the Reputation Stadium tour, she did the same thing. She captioned her final post simply, "Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you," which are lyrics from New Year's Day. And you may remember New Year's Day was part of the final piano mashup in the surprise song section that Taylor sang in Vancouver on that final night. She mashed it up with Long Live and with the manuscript. And as I was watching Ali Sheehan's YouTube video, she did a reaction during the surprise songs on the final night. She noted something that I had not connected, which is that Long Live and New Year's Day was a mashup that was on the set list for the Reputation Stadium tour every night of the tour. So how full circle that now her next tour on the final night, she did that mashup again, and then she added in the manuscript from Tortured Poets. It was just so beautiful. Anyway, between that surprise song mashup and Taylor's caption, I just feel like she's told us all that she's trying to tell us. It was rare. We're going to remember it for the rest of our lives. Now, I assumed, and I think a lot of us assumed, that Taylor was going to just simply rest when the Eras Tour ended. She has been doing so freaking much. She told us that she started work on the Eras Tour over 3 years ago. Since then, she's put out 2 brand new albums. She's been doing the re-recordings, music videos, the Eras Tour book, so many things. The Eras Tour movie. Girl needs to rest, right? But no, that's just not how Taylor is. No, instead, just a couple of days after this gigantic tour ends, what does she do? She goes to visit kids in the hospital. That's right, on her birthday eve, so Thursday, December 12th, Taylor showed up at Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City. She surprised so many kids and their families and the staff there. There are so many sweet stories and photos and videos that have started to be shared from the people who were at the hospital while Taylor was visiting. And it's just so cool to see her give back like this and just make these kids' days. In one of the videos, she was petting a service dog that happened to be there and talking to one of the kids who said that Travis was their favorite player, and she was like, me too. I saw a video where she danced to Bad Blood. There was another one where the dad was filming as she was talking to his son, and he tells her his wife is a big Swiftie and she's just a couple minutes away trying to get there from work. Can you imagine that your family is in the hospital in this awful situation? You have to be at work, and then you find out that Taylor Swift, you're a Swiftie, right? I mean, meeting Taylor Swift would be cool for anyone, but you're a Swiftie. And that Taylor is at the hospital meeting your son right then. Oh my gosh, this mom must have booked it to get there. And so when the husband is telling Taylor, like, she's going to be here soon, Taylor's like, I'll come back. And she did. We saw photos posted later of her with the mom. She even brought the Eras Tour book with her, and she was signing them for the families with personalized messages, handing them out to everyone. Just what an amazing, amazing act of service to do right after coming off of your tour, right before your birthday. You could take some time to yourself and no one would think any differently of it, but instead you just choose to go and make these people's dreams come true. Taylor also made sure to take time with the staff too. I saw videos where she was thanking them and taking pictures with them. What a special memory for everyone there that you went to work that day at the hospital, or maybe your family with your child in the hospital, and you got to be visited by Taylor Swift right after she finished the Eras Tour. I'm just so happy for everyone who got to experience this. There's a little bit of a tradition that Swifties like to take part in on Taylor's birthday, which is making a donation to a charity for $13 in honor of Taylor. So I saw that a lot of Swifties started to donate to Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City. So maybe you'd like to go and participate in that if you can and you're able. Or I saw that a lot of people were suggesting, instead of putting it all in one place, maybe find a local charity near you or a hospital near you and donate there in honor of Taylor. Before Taylor was spotted at the hospital on Thursday, people had been wondering if maybe she would go to the Billboard Music Awards, which were happening on Thursday night. And once word got out that she had made this special visit, I think we all expected that there's no way she was going to go in person, and she did not. But she did happen to win 10 Billboard Awards. She's now the top winner in Billboard Music Awards history. She has 49. The next closest is Drake with 42. She had a pre-recorded message thanking the fans for helping her to win these awards, because although Billboard is not technically a fan-voted award, it is based off of all of the numbers that come from the fans loving Taylor's music. The other interesting thing to note about the Billboard pre-recorded message that she did is that this is the first time in a really, really long time that we have seen her have one of these video messages not in the Lover bodysuit. She did so many of these throughout the tour that we just kept seeing her in the Lover bodysuit behind the stage, clearly before a show, and now she was just in normal clothes in front of some curtain. Another sign that the tour is actually over. And finally, because Taylor and Taylor Nation always love to give us some sort of a gift on Taylor's birthday. I mean, personally, my favorite was when we got the Evermore album. It was technically a few days before Taylor's birthday, but it was on my birthday. And Evermore is celebrating its 4-year birthday this week. So happy belated birthday to Evermore. Anyway, my point is Taylor and Taylor Nation always do a little something something on Taylor's birthday. And this year they changed the Eras Tour section of the website to an archive section, which, I mean, just as I say that out loud, it hurts a little bit that the Eras Tour is now just archival footage. But they did a really cool job changing this up. So you can go and look at every single era. You can see old tour dates, like the Reputation Stadium tour. You can see the dates from that tour going all the way back through all of her tours. You can also submit your own fan photos to be displayed in each era. And the best part. They included new behind the scenes from a bunch of music videos like Antihero, Bejeweled, the I Can See You from the Vault Speak Now music video, more BTS from Fortnite. There's some from Karma. There's just so much. So if you haven't watched it yet, what are you waiting for? You gotta go watch all of these videos. We'll link to that archive page in the description below too. And let me know if you find out anything new from these BTS clips. Do you see any Easter eggs potentially? I'm just pumped that we're getting some new content from videos that were filmed in some cases over 2 years ago. That's it for this take-up today. Ryan and I will be back with some more content for you all next week. And if Taylor goes to the Chiefs-Browns game on Sunday, we'll definitely do a recap for that. But I don't have high hopes because she hasn't been going to any of the away games this year. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check out all of our Eras Tour recaps over on Patreon. Thanks for watching. Bye.